Once you have all of the information you need to create a simple score with basic notations, you'll probably want to see your score in print. There are a few things to double-check before visiting the print dialog. Remember that you'll print what you see. If you're viewing a C score, you'll print a C score. If you're viewing a transposing score, you'll print a transposing score. So visit the Home tab, the Instruments group, and take a look at your transposing score button. If it's yellow, you're viewing transposing score. If it's gray, you're viewing C score. I'm going to go ahead and check transposing score so that I can print a transposing score, since I have a clarinet in B-flat in this score. You may also want to revisit some of the document setup features found in the Layout tab's Document Setup group. So go to the Layout tab, the Document Setup group. Here you can make sure that you've selected the proper page size for printing and the right orientation for the number of staves in your score. You can also experiment with the staff size if you need to fit a little more or a little less music on the page. If I decrease this staff size using the little arrow buttons, you can see that my score will start auto-flowing and I can start fitting more and more music on one page. I'm going to go ahead and increase this back up a little bit here until I think it looks about right. Now I could decide to leave this on 2 pages. Let's zoom out and take a look. The print might be a little small, but it's starting to look okay. Or I can increase it a little bit more and let it auto-flow onto 3 pages if I'd like. The other option I have is to change that orientation to landscape, and I might like this a little bit better. And again, I can adjust that staff size a little until I get it looking exactly like I want it to look for printing. Now I prefer for this a portrait orientation and a little smaller staff size. Let's leave it at that. And finally, you'll want to check to see how your score is fitting within its page margins. If an object in your score is outside of the page margins, that object will not print. To view page margins, go to the View tab, go to Invisibles, and check Page Margins. Then just take a look at your score and make sure everything is fitting within those margins. If all of this looks good, then you should be ready to print your score.